Today's job search process is often jokingly compared to speed dating, and no wonder. According to a recent study, recruiters spend an average of just 6 seconds scanning a resume to decide if it's worth a second look. So if you want yours to make it into the right fit column, here are a few points to keep in mind. For starters, your resume should be concisely written and well organized, using a simple design that's easy to skim for relevant information. And be careful, proofreading is a must to rid your resume of spelling and grammatical errors. Most recruiters will hit the delete button when they spot a typo in an otherwise good resume. Although there are no hard and fast rules as to length, a one-page resume is certainly sufficient for someone with little or no work experience, while 2 or more pages is acceptable if you have several years under your professional belt. The same goes for the resume format you choose. If you're relatively new to the workforce, have significant gaps in your career, or are changing careers altogether, you might want to use the functional resume format. As the name implies, this format allows you to emphasize your skills and accomplishments over your work experience. So, while your employment history is included, it moves close to the bottom of the resume. On the other hand, if you've been in the workforce for a while and relatively consistent in your career, you might choose the chronological format. Generally preferred by employers, it puts the spotlight on your actual job history and relevant accomplishments. There's also an emerging theory among career advisors that the most effective resume is a hybrid of both. That means starting off with an outline of your relevant career highlights, professional skills, and key accomplishments, and then putting that into context within a chronological job history. But regardless of the format, here are the basic sections to keep in mind. Start off with your name in bold type and caps, followed by your home address, phone number, and email address, along with links to your personal website if you have one, and your LinkedIn account. Make sure to keep it professional. For example, bearddudeforever@gmail.com won't cut it as an email address. Develop a powerful profile statement that clearly describes who you are and what you do. This section should follow your contact information and highlight your key attributes in a memorable way. Think of it as a movie trailer designed to grab and keep the recruiter's attention. Create a list of professional skills and competencies that are relevant to the job, including computer and language proficiencies, and quantify them whenever possible. For example, you're an experienced graphic artist who is well-versed in Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator, or a bilingual translator who is fluent in French and Spanish. List your job title, employer, and dates employed in reverse chronological order. Use action verbs to develop 3 to 5 bullets under each experience that convey your responsibilities and quantify your accomplishments. In chronological order, list your degree, academic institution, city, state, major, and GPA if over a 3.0. Provide information about any certifications you've earned or are acquiring. Include the certifying organization along with the date issued or anticipated. List the dates you earned your recognitions along with the organizations bestowing them. And avoid using acronyms or abbreviations. To paint a more well-rounded view of your interests and motivations, be sure to list your volunteer activities, including service on boards and memberships in community organizations. And as a final word of caution, your resume should never include personal information such as your age, marital status, height, weight, religion, and political affiliation. Now that you have the basic building blocks in mind, here are a few additional steps for enhancing your resume. Check out sample resumes for your industry and more on Steinbright Career Development Center website. Seek out friends, relatives, mentors, and professors that you trust to look over your resume. Remember to update your resume every 6 months to keep it relevant and fresh.